What is up, guys? So, we got a little thing on the bottom there. If you guys hadn't noticed already, we have finally and officially hit affiliate, which means people can now subscribe to the channel. And Mr. Hank has given us our first ever sub. And we already have our first camera crash of the night. Look at that. He did say BRB, so I'm a wait a minute before I say anything further, but um yeah. Welcome to the stream, guys. Um we got this Nintendo Direct. It started streaming 25 minutes ago, but it hasn't actually gone live yet. I'm back. Welcome back, my dude, and thanks for the sub. Our first ever sub to the channel, Mr. Hank Hill. Hope you're having a good one, my dude. And thanks so much for the sub. We finally got that set up today, and it feels so good to finally have it ready to go. And our first ever bits. Thank you again, Hank. We gotta get some alerts set up so we can well, yeah. So it's not just in the chat. But yeah, it feels good to finally have that set up. I hit affiliate like I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, so and we just now finally got it set up. So we still got about 4 minutes or so before this direct starts. So predictions. What do we think we're gonna see today? I personally think that we're going to get an update on the DLC for Fire Emblem Engage. I would be kind of surprised actually if we didn't. Pikmin 4. I suppose it's possible. I mean, my prediction kind of for this whole thing is that we'll either be having games that are new that will be released by the time the Legend of Zelda game comes out, or we'll have remakes and remasters. But it also says games launching in the first half of 2023. Of course, that does also include June, but I don't know. I'm really interested to see what's going to be in here. Maybe Tamagotchi Life. We'll find out soon. We got 2 minutes now. This threw me off originally too because it says on here that it starts at 2 p.m. Pacific time. And I kind of forgot about DST, so I was like, I thought it was going to start at 2 p.m. my time as well. And well, that wasn't the case. But it is just about 3 p.m. and it's here at last. The stream has been live for about 29-ish minutes now. I don't know if I would expect to see anything Pokemon related, especially since Pokemon Day is in like maybe 3 weeks or so. Yo, we got the Gengar emotes in chat. that was an emote that I knew right out the gate that I was like, for sure I want to put that on the channel. I have a few other ones that are currently pending. There is this, well, that's actually a sub emote itself, but there is another sub emote, and then there's an animated emote, and yeah. All right, it's 3 o'clock. Let's get this thing started. Kirby. See you on the other side. Pokemon Rumble. That would be something. Alright. Kirby, Kirby. Pikmin 4. You freaking called it, Anthony. I've never personally been a big fan of Pikmin, but I know a lot of people like this game. Ice Pikmin. Damn, they just straight up murdered them. He's a dog. They can use the dog as a boat. Very dark. Possession. Oh, we got a grapped lock in chat. Wait, that's July. I guess this isn't a bigger. I guess this isn't considered a bigger game. What was Xenoblade? The volume for the events is very low. Is that better?
He's a heartless machine. That killing Granddad wasn't enough for you.
Volume 3 of the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 expansion pass for the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 game launches on the Nintendo Switch system February 15th. Shake it, amigo. 2, 1.
Better, but still low.
Move to the beat in a brand new Samba de Amigo game. Grab your Joy-Con controllers and gently shake them like maracas to match the targets during a song.
Could turn it up a little bit more.
Instructions on screen to pose and dance. But the unexpected might happen, so stay on your toes. Why not dance with a friend to predict your compatibility in Love Checker? Make sure to show up in style, too. Compete online in World Party. Those with the lowest scores in each round will be eliminated. Keep the beat and aim for first place.
This reminds me of something that I've seen like a long time ago.
From around the world.
But I can't really put my finger on it.
Party Central shimmies onto Nintendo Switch this summer. Got a passion for fashion?
No.
Welcome to Fashion Dreamer. This is the place to glam it up and express yourself. Here, you'll aim to become a stylish influencer. And you're in luck. Tons of people are seeking the latest trends. Give them a like if you dig their style. Or suggest new outfits for them to grow as an influencer. Now it's time for fashion design. Choose from over 1,000 design options. Then add a personal touch to give your item a final flourish.
Why does she remind me of Bayonetta?
Other people are wearing by liking them. Mix and match your favorites to create new looks. By connecting online, you can expand your friend circle and grow your brand. Got an eye for fashion? Then get styling when Fashion Dreamer debuts exclusively on Nintendo Switch this year. Delve into these dark worlds. Dracula's Castle beckons in this new paid DLC for the roguelite action platformer, Dead Cells. Venture through the castle's hellish halls and outskirts alongside Richter Belmont and Alucard, leading up to a showdown with Death and Dracula himself. Wield the Vampire Killer and other iconic weapons as you vanquish legions of monsters in frenetic combat. 12 original covers and 51 songs from the Castlevania series accompany you during your quest in Dead Cells: Return to Castlevania, sinking its teeth into Nintendo Switch March 6th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Interesting.
Enter a new grid in this narrative puzzle adventure set within the Tron universe.
Tron.
Uncover dangerous truths and retrieve what was lost as you navigate through a perilous world. Your decisions and the alliances you forge will impact your journey and the entire server. Tron Identity launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch this April. Who's there? Wait, is that? Well, that can't be good. The time-bending murder mystery Ghost Trick returns in HD. After kicking the bucket and becoming a ghost, you can possess and control objects.
So we start the game by dying.
Even help others like
Sounds
this
great.
woman and change any ill-fated fates. Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective, Spirits onto Nintendo Switch this summer. Two connected worlds, one suspenseful thriller.
問題ない交際費
まだ無茶はダメろ言っても無駄だし
任せろついに来たなここがポリスセンター
デカシムは刑事訓練用の仮想空間現実がコピーされた世界
すごいここ本当に仮想空間なのこの事件のパズルを解き明かす
まだ30分も経ってないよ
そもそもこの事件には最初から違和感があったこの事件の犯人はお前だ警察だおとなしくしろ
武力兵器の使用はデカバングルにかざして申請よ
ヒゲじじい宝石強奪未遂で現行犯逮捕する
面白くなるよハーバードがカラフル猫ちゃんになってる
何が起こった
誰かがデータを置き換えたんだ
警察のシステムに潜入しプログラムを書き換えた
それって完全に犯罪だぞ
これが犯罪だこの狂った街では手段を選んではいられない私腹を肥やす豚どもは一匹残らず排除する
Once upon a time, there was a witch and a demon. Experience
Speaking of
Bayonetta's
Bayonetta.
origins as a young witch named Cereza. Seeking the power to rescue her imprisoned mother, she ventures deep into the Avalon Forest ruled by fairies.
I'm going to that forest I'm going to become a witch and save Mummy
There, she'll encounter the otherworldly demon Cheshire. You'll control both witch and demon at the same time. Harness Cereza's magic and Cheshire's ferocity to travel through this mysterious and dangerous forest.
Knowing what Bayonetta
They'll need
games
to work
normally look
together in
like,
battle as well.
this feels very strange.
Cereza cannot attack and can only support Cheshire by magically binding enemies. Hold an enemy in place while Cheshire attacks. Or stop an aggressive one to focus on another. Strategically use each character's abilities to win battles. The duo will gain strength as they continue their journey. By obtaining more powers, new paths can be opened, and battles can be more easily swayed in your favor. Can Cereza and Cheshire find their happily ever after?
Cheshire, let's go!
Bayonetta Origins, Cereza and the Lost Demon prowls onto the Nintendo Switch system March 17th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
How was that? Next, please take a look at this.
It was Splatoon, or yeah, Splatoon. I was just talking about this game yesterday. How I kind of like, I'm a little unsure if I want to get it, but it does have my interest. An expansion pass. Inkopolis.
Introducing the Splatoon 3 Expansion Pass. This paid DLC includes 2 waves of content. The first wave is Inkopolis. Make this splat-tastic place from the original Splatoon game your stomping grounds. This is Booyah Base. It's got some pretty nifty weapons and gear. You might spot a few familiar faces alongside new shopkeepers. Products here are the same as the ones in Splatsville, so shop wherever your vibes are strongest. Salmon Run, Table Turf Battle, The Show, and Amiibo functionality all work in the same way here too. The Squid Sisters will also perform here during Splatfests. Need a mix of old school and freshness? Then head over to Inkopolis. The first wave of this paid DLC launches this spring.
Interesting. Is that the Demon Slayer Fox mask?
Oh, what's this?
Oh. Side order.
Wave 1 Inkopolis launches this spring. Wave 2 Side Order will launch in the future. The Splatoon 3 Expansion Pass will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
All right.
Many people have played Splatoon 3 since its launch. Thank you all very much. We hope players will be able to enjoy the game even more with the upcoming paid expansion pass. Please look forward to more information about Splatoon 3 in the future. Let's see some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Adventure awaits Mickey and friends on Illusion Island. Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, and Goofy. Embark on a new adventure to find 3 magical books and save the mysterious island of Monoth. Run, jump, and swing to explore every nook and cranny of the island. By unlocking special abilities, you can reach new places and find secret areas. Cross large chasms with Boost Jump. Ground pound barriers to open new spaces. And glide through the air to reach distant platforms and hidden areas. Each character's personality shines through in their actions. Up to 4 pals locally can brave the island. Share a hug for extra help. Play leapfrog for larger jumps. Or drop a rope to lend a hand. Work together to save Monoth, and you might discover new paths. While exploring the island, you'll meet unusual allies and dangerous foes. Study their movements carefully to figure out the secrets to victory. Join Mickey and friends on a high-flying adventure in Disney Illusion Island, swinging onto Nintendo Switch July 28th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. More emblems are on the way.
Here we go. Was that Veronica?
Coming to future waves of the Fire Emblem Engage Expansion Pass DLC. Wave 2 includes
Hector.
Emblem of Strength, Raise Defense and Unleash Counterattacks.
There is only one person.
Soren.
Soren, Emblem of Acumen. Cast magic spells over a wide area.
What? Is battle?
Camilla, Emblem
Camilla.
of Revelation. Modify the terrain to hinder enemies. Wave 3 includes Chrom and Robin, Emblem of Bonds. Overwhelm foes with sword and magic attacks.
Oh, it's a dual one?
Veronica.
It is Veronica.
Emblem of Heroes.
I see you!
Summon additional allies to fight for your cause. Challenge newly added missions to recruit these new emblems.
Oh, that's cool.
And in Wave 4, a new story called Fel Xenologue will be unlocked.
Fel Xenologue.
Thank you for answering our prayers.
Who is it that's putting your world in danger now?
Watch out! Assassin!
Wave 2 of the Fire Emblem Engage expansion pass for the Fire Emblem Engage game launches on the Nintendo Switch system later today.
All right. Hyped for that.
Control of your destiny. This is Reverie, a world in which deities known as aspirations dwell. When a megacorp endangers the harmony between Reverie and our world, the future of humanity hangs in the balance. In this narrative adventure, harness your divine gift of clairvoyance to travel between worlds, see the future, and decide humanity's fate. Many branching story paths, along with a riveting soundtrack by Celeste composer Lena Raine, set the stage for your journey. Eventually, you'll side with one of the 6 aspirations like Bond, power, or chaos to change the story's outcome. To which destiny do you aspire? Harmony: The Fall of Reverie launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch this June. These games will have you roll-ing.
Roleplay.
Octopath Traveler 2 is just around the corner. After today's Nintendo Direct, a demo containing the game's opening hours will be available on Nintendo eShop. 8 new stories await. Which path will you take first?
This game
Who will
looks
your
really
allies
interesting.
be, and where will your journey lead you? Venture through a brand new world in Octopath Traveler 2, launching on Nintendo Switch February 24th.
This looks like if a DS game
Run around and collect oodles of
was
objects in this
made
remaster
3D.
of We Love Katamari. Roll in a classroom, a zoo, and space? New features include playing as the young king of all cosmos in 5 new challenges. And taking photos with a selfie camera. We Love Katamari Reroll plus Royal Reverie comes to Nintendo Switch June 2nd. In addition, active Nintendo Switch Online members can play a free game trial of Katamari Damacy Reroll. Combine the powers of the sun and moon to fend off evil in this turn-based RPG. Freely traverse a breathtaking world, meet characters from all walks of life, and devastate foes with timed attacks in battle. Complement your journey with enchanting melodies and retro-inspired tunes from the renowned Yasunori Mitsuda, a guest composer for the game. Sea of Stars sails onto Nintendo Switch August 29th. A free demo will launch later today on Nintendo eShop. Duke it out in this free-to-play online multiplayer showdown. Form 2 teams of 3 and challenge others to lightning-fast battles, air hockey style. Use each striker's skills to dominate each match. Change the course trajectory from afar. Block areas to gain the advantage. Or knock opponents out of the arena with explosive moves. Omega Strikers slides onto Nintendo Switch April 27th. Pre-orders for this free-to-play game begin today on Nintendo eShop. Dive back into the sprawling labyrinth. A collection of the first 3 Etrian Odyssey games is coming to Nintendo Switch, remastered in HD. Many treasures lie deep within a massive labyrinth. Its paths are intertwined, and vicious monsters lurk in the shadows. A blank map is your only guide. By drawing the map as you explore, you can progress even further. Venture into the labyrinth with 5 adventurers. As the guild leader, you'll assign them roles, like the Allied Defending Protector or the ultra-fast Dark Hunter.
I remember trying this game on
Every
the,
adventure is fraught with danger.
I think it was on the
Should you
3DS.
fall in battle, you can change
Or-
your team and learn new skills to strengthen your party.
It might have been on one of
challenging
my
the
game
labyrinth
cards with the DS games on it. But
again. 24 newly drawn character illustrations are included.
I remember trying this
Plus,
out and
take
not really
advantage
getting
of new
into it because the
difficulty
movement
options
style was
and
really
a new
weird.
auto-mapping
This right
function
here.
for smoother exploration. Etrian Odyssey Origins Collection launches on Nintendo Switch June 1st. Each game in the collection will also be available separately on Nintendo eShop. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. Get your tactical skills ready. Calling all strategy fans. The Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp game is only a couple of months away. Join Andy, Max, Sammy, and more in 2 full story campaigns, each one filled with colorful turn-based tactical action. Flex your strategic muscles across a multitude of modes. Design your own maps and share them with friends. Plus, go head-to-head in local and online play. Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp comes to Nintendo Switch April 21st. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Kirby!
A new story will unfold in the Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe game.
I have this game
Magalore,
pre-ordered.
The interdimensional traveler from the main adventure, has lost his powers and must escape the realm between dimensions.
Magalore epilogue.
All he can do now is a basic attack and jump. To regain Magalore's powers, you'll need to collect magic points by defeating enemies. With magic points, different abilities can be restored and enhanced. Improve Magalore's levitation or increase his attack range. The order in which you restore his powers is up to you. There are over 20 interdimensional stages to explore. Up to 4 players on the same system can venture through this mysterious realm together. Can Magalore restore his powers and safely return to his world? You can access this new epilogue after clearing story mode.
Alright. New mode. That's cool.
After today's Nintendo Direct, a demo will be available on Nintendo eShop.
Let's go!
Up to 4 players can play a specially arranged demo with select stages and sub-games. Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe launches on the Nintendo Switch system February 24th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
We hope you're looking
Well, I know what
to
I'm
the new
playing later.
story in Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. Next, here's some news about Nintendo Switch Online. Please take a look at this.
Oh. I heard rumors about a Game Boy thing. It's here! Is Pokemon Red and Blue gonna be in
Games are
this?
being added to Nintendo Switch Online. On Nintendo Switch, you can play these games anytime, anywhere, just like you could back in the day.
Tetris.
Let's introduce the games that will be available at launch. Tetris. Arrange the falling Tetraminos and aim for a high score. Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. Reclaim the castle that Wario stole from you. The Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening DX. Awaken the Windfish to escape Koholint Island. Gargoyle's Quest. Save the Ghoul Realm as Firebrand from the Ghosts and Goblins series.
I love Link's Awakening.
Game & Watch Gallery 3. Playing
It'll be a good
assortment of
opportunity
Game &
for
Watch
me
titles.
to play a Legend of Zelda game.
Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare. Solve a murder mystery.
I have
on
at least one on
Supernatural
here.
Shadow Island. Metroid 2, Return of Samus. Destroy the
Metroid.
Metroids hiding on planet SR-388. Wario Land 3. Traverse a world that changes between day and night based on your actions.
Wario.
Kirby's Dream Land.
Kirby.
Load, inhale, and spit out enemies in Kirby's debut title. You can use the Game Boy, Game Boy Pocket, or Game Boy Color screen filters. Up to 2 players can play compatible games together locally or online. More games will be added in the future.
Oh. The Pokemon original... Game Boy Advance too?
Game Boy Advance games are being added to Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack. Here are the games that you can play at launch. Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Bros. 3. Play 38 extra levels from the Nintendo e-reader accessory. WarioWare Inc. Mega Micro Games.
WarioWare.
Experience the origins of the lightning fast micro games. Kuru Kuru Kururin. Guide the spinning stick to the goal without hitting obstacles. Mario Kart Super Circuit. Race in the first Mario Kart game created for a portable system.
Oh my god.
Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Venture through a zany world and fight with equally zany attacks. The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. Shrink to miniature size and dive into a big
you too.
adventure. Local and online play is supported for compatible games, and up to 4 players can play together. More games will be added to this library as well.
Ooh, there's a Fire Emblem game in there. Another Kirby game.
After this presentation, you can play these Game Boy titles with the Nintendo Switch Online membership.
Hungry.
Or play both Game Boy and Game Boy Advance titles with the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack membership.
I gotta upgrade my membership, man.
Select Game Boy titles will be playable on Nintendo Switch. And after today's Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to play the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance titles we introduced.
I'm definitely
Please
getting
look forward to more information about
that
Nintendo
Game Boy
Switch
Color
Online and
thing.
Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack.
Can't actually chat. I'm running to class. Just wanted to
Let's
say
see a
hey.
few more headlines.
Hello.
The original Metroid Prime game is remastered on Nintendo Switch.
Ooh. Oh, by the way, Mac, if you look next to your name, you got a new badge there. Freaking hell. Stomach is crying for food. I'm gonna have to eat after this thing ends. I've kind of always wanted to play Metroid. This might be a good opportunity.
The first Metroid Prime game,
I'm
originally
also
released
hungry.
on
Want to meet up?
Nintendo Game
Yeah,
Boy
let's do it.
system,
Let's get some
has
food
been
together.
remastered on Nintendo Switch. Explore Talon 4
I'm gonna leave
from
stream
the
with him on my
perspective of
PC while I'm at
Samus Aran.
class. Talk to you
But
when I'm
beware,
back.
there's
If
more
you're
to this
live,
alien
appreciate the
planet
VIP.
than meets the eye.
Sounds good, my dude.
Advisors are the key to your
I'm gonna
adventure.
be ending not
They'll help
too
you discover
long
info and clues
after
on how
this
to
ends.
progress.
Might talk about the titles a little bit, but I'll be live again later
Depending on the
for
situation, a certain visor may be required.
Pokemon Platinum.
Hostile creatures attack.
The
Keep them in
randomizer.
your sights with the lock-on feature. Then fight back with beams, missiles, bombs, and more.
Yeah, you're welcome for the VIP.
This remaster adds new dual-stick controls, allowing you to move around while separately changing your point of view. You can also select a control style that recreates the feel of the original game, among other control options. Explore Talon 4 with your preferred playstyle. The digital version of Metroid Prime Remastered launches on Nintendo eShop later today. The physical version of the game will be available in stores February 22nd.
Alright, interesting.
Put your master detective skills to the test. This is the World Detective Organization. Yuma, a trainee detective, and Shinigami, the spirit haunting him, will
Shinigami.
solve the strange incidents within Kanai Ward
Death
A
Note,
city
anybody?
ruthlessly controlled by Amaterasu Corporation. You'll investigate these incidents alongside master detectives of the organization. Each one has a supernatural ability that can prove useful during investigations. Mimic body types and voices with disguise. Detect heartbeats and whispers with audio aptitude. And witness past crime scenes with post-cognition. These abilities can be shared with Yuma,
So this is post-cognition.
so use them to get closer to cracking a case. After collecting enough evidence, a mystery labyrinth will appear. Spot the inconsistencies and uncover the truth. Master Detective Archives Rain Code launches on Nintendo Switch June 30th. Wings of the Heart take flight once more. A remastered collection of both Baten Kaitos games, originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system, is coming to Nintendo Switch.
GameCube.
After a long and peaceful era on the floating islands above Earth, the Empire's conspiracy looms closer. As spirits dwelling within the protagonists, you'll stand up to the Empire across two different eras of war. During your travels, you'll visit various locales and team up with like-minded allies. Battles are fought using cards called Magnus. Your attack power is determined by the attributes and combinations of your cards, which are randomly dealt from the deck. In these real-time battles, you'll need to make
Why does this
split-second
song make me
decisions
think of
to
Mario
edge
Kart?
closer to victory. What revelations will come to light in the skies above and the lands below? Baten Kaitos 1 and 2 HD Remaster soars onto Nintendo Switch this summer. Dive into your new fantasy life.
Live the life you want in a new fantasy life game. While exploring the once thriving island, you'll meet a mysterious girl. Then travel between past and present to make the island your own. Become a woodcutter, angler, cook, blacksmith, paladin, magician, and more. Take on different roles to develop the island. How will you rebuild?
I think we might have one more trailer.
This life is yours to live.
Still got 2 minutes left, so.
After 1,000 years, the restoration is about to begin. Fantasy Life I, the girl who steals time.
Professor Layton.
Wave 4 is
Oh.
racing in.
Speaking of Mario Kart,
Yoshi's
was that
Island.
DK Mountain?
New course is zooming into Wave 4 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC. Birdo, who originally hit the track in Mario Kart Double Dash, is also being added to Wave 4.
Yo, we're getting a new character too.
Wave 4 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game races onto the Nintendo Switch system this spring.
Probably in
Nintendo
April.
Switch Online Plus expansion pack members can enjoy this DLC at no additional cost. The
Show us the
DLC
tracks.
can be purchased on its own.
Oh! Alright, we're gonna have to check Twitter after this. Minecraft Legends. All the Mega Man games. I'm sure Solar will like this. Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Thank you for staying with us so far. This will be our last segment. Please
Oh.
take a look.
I didn't realize there would be more. What else do we have? A thunderstorm, apparently.
Rise, rise, my servants. Sweep over Hyrule. Eliminate this kingdom and her
Oh,
allies.
Legend of Zelda.
Leave no survivors.
That makes sense that they would save this for the end. Tears of the Kingdom.
But Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him.
This art style is very reminiscent of Legends Arceus.
Please, lend him your power.
Fucking hell, man, these planes.
That was The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, the latest entry in the Legend of Zelda series.
Yes, it was.
In addition to the standard version, a collector's edition of the game containing various items will release on launch day. A new amiibo figure of Link from this game will also be available on the same day. We hope you're looking forward to Link's latest grand adventure.
I also have that
That's
game on
all for
pre-order.
today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Alright. That was 4 minutes longer than anticipated. Alright. I'm gonna open their Twitter now. Because I want to see if they announced what tracks. are gonna be in Mario Kart. Okay, it looks like they haven't actually tweeted it yet. Alright. They have Fire Emblem Engage as their banner. That's fucking awesome. Twitter down and Instagram down are both trending. Cool. Alright, well. Mario Kart. Yeah, I guess they haven't announced the actual tracks yet. I seriously need to eat. Take care and congrats on being an affiliate. Thanks, my dude. It feels good to finally be able to actually have affiliate instead of just like being in the in between. But yeah, I gotta get some food too, so I'm actually gonna head off as well. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Hank and Anthony, and Hank, thank you again for the sub and the bits earlier, being our first founder of the channel. Really excited to see where this goes from here. But yeah, I'm gonna get some food too. I'll be back in about 2 hours maybe for Pokemon Platinum, and then yeah, we'll go from there. But until then, y'all have a good one. Go get some foods, and yeah, see you guys in a couple hours. Peace.